Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to February 2025 General Monthly Reading for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who share and like my videos, because it helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, Gemini, let's, as quickly as I possibly can, go through the transits. So today I'm recording on the 6th of February, and the full moon is going to be on the 12th, and it will be in Leo, 24 degrees, 6 minutes. And the new moon is going to be on the 28th, and it will be in Pisces, 9 degrees, 41 minutes. And we also still have Saturn is in Pisces, and it starts the month at 17 degrees, and then by the end of the month, 20 degrees. And Neptune is also still in Pisces, and it will begin the month at 27 degrees and end at 28 degrees. Now we also have North Node in Pisces as well, and that transitioned from Aries into Pisces last month, and it begins the month at 28 degrees, and by the end of the month, 27 degrees. So what that means is Neptune and transiting North Node are conjunct, meaning they are right close degree within a little more than 1 degree apart, right next to each other. And so to me, that's going to be just in general for everyone. Pisces has to do with the unconscious, subconscious. It has to do with intuition, unseen world. Neptune's also the unseen world, fantasy, deceit, illusion, and also imagination. And so what I'm seeing here is Neptune paired with that North Node. We're going to be seeing continue to see truths coming out like we already have. But we're going to be able to distinguish, and this is everybody, distinguish the difference now between a fantasy where one is trying to deceive us, as opposed to facts, truth, all of that. So there will be a very conscious, aware line drawn in the sand, and where everyone will begin to be able to see the difference and know. That's what I'm seeing with those two energies. Okay, Chiron is still in Aries, and it will be 19 degrees all month long. And we also have Pluto in Aquarius at 2 degrees all month long. And again, Pluto's doing the same thing, bringing truth out. That's Aquarius, truth. And Pluto is the root truth, the original truth, all of the truth. And it's very intense. So that's, again, good. And then we have Mercury also in Aquarius, transiting Mercury right now. So it began on the 1st, or because I'm only doing this month, the 1st, and will continue through the 14th of February to be in Aquarius. And so again, that is also, Mercury has to do with communication, messages, so incoming and outgoing. So truthful messages, truth coming out. Okay, and then last but not least, we do have Venus, which yesterday on the 5th transitioned into Aries, and Mars in Cancer all month long. Both of those are all month long, Mars and Venus. And what that means too is they are at a hard aspect to each other and square. And Venus is the female, love, beauty. Mars is the male energy, action, passion, and can be even intense and explosive at that action, passionate action taking. And so we could see the combination, and it's a hard aspect, so we could see some pretty intense encounters. And I'm not meaning necessarily negative or positive, just intense encounters between males and females this month. And so, hot and heavy, I guess. I don't know, for some of you out there. So, that's just in the air generally. So, okay. Let's get to your personal reading, Gemini. And I was asked to start telling the titles of the card decks that I'm using, so I will be doing that. And so Gemini, let's see. Let's, start with a tarot deck. And this is the Star Tarot deck that I'm using. Okay. All right, for Gemini, what do Geminis need to know this month? What's going on for Gemini? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the... Oh, okay, all righty. We'll do that. Okay, so put all these over here. So we have the King of Wands. So immediately I'm seeing you, Gemini, you are ready to take action. You have more courage and strength running through your veins is what I just got this month to really be bold and assertive when necessary. Again, that's Mars energy too. Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting, so here, as I was as bold and assertive as you are, that energy, you also have this other softer, emotional, open emotionally, really able to sit and listen and hear what another or others are telling you. So you have that great combination this month. And you're going to need both, I'm also getting. I'm also getting some of you, because also you have this energy, specifically this month, and maybe some of you have both of those energies generally. Well, it's going to come out more so now. And so what I got is that some of you are going to be mediators. You are literally going to be a mediator between two different parties. And I don't know, again, this is a general reading. So this could be two friends. This could be, your friend and their partner. This could have to do with business. I don't know. It's going to be different again for all of you, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, and then we have number 15, the Devil. Oh, and I just got the Devils and the Details. Devils and the Details. And I'm getting also Gemini, and this isn't necessarily, because this is more a Virgo trait, is details, but I'm really feeling that, and maybe this isn't all of you Geminis, but I'm getting from a portion of you that you really thrive on the details. You need to know details, at least about certain issues, about certain things. Some of you could have been born within the year of the snake. And I'm also getting that some of you, it's either you are having a hard time sleeping or you're a night owl. It's just more natural for you to stay up later at night. You have a hard time going to bed. You can't go to bed early. is just what I'm getting. And that kind of can wreak havoc on your jobs, when those of you that have to get up in the morning early. And so you're starting to feel that. And so definitely take time out when you can to, I know during the week that's tough. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. The saying, building castles in the sky. And there's a castle in the background here. You're wishing, you're dreaming about something. It's a big thing. Because to me, castle it's a big wish, a big dream that you might even feel you can't reach. There's no path. Oh, look at this. Okay. So on this card, I don't know if you can see it. In the back half, there's a path. But this first meadow here, or hill, green hill, doesn't have a path. And so what I got from that is, whatever you're seeking or desiring, there is no path for you to take. There's no written down instructions or any known specific way that, at least for you, to get to your destination, your particular destination that you've been desiring, that castle in the sky. And so you're having to face things. Okay, I'm getting 2 different messages, because I was also then drawn to the Panther here, I got, you're having to face things, inner things about yourself that you had never faced before or had to deal with before, but the reason why you're having to face them now is because they are part of a blockage that you must work through because that's part of this new path, that undisclosed path that you didn't know. Yeah. So you're having to carve that out for yourself, because it's it's a uniquely individual blockage that you have that specifically has to do with you. And you're the only one that can take care of it and clear it away so that you can get to your castle. And then I said the other one, and let me see if I might have, what was the other message? Well, just that you're the pioneer. You're the pioneer that is forging out your own path, because no one has done this before. No one has gone before you to have laid out that path for you to follow. You're the one that's doing it yourself. Yeah, 8 of Wands. And there's something that's coming together this month rather quickly, and even unexpectedly too, probably for some of you, is what I'm feeling, because it's coming in so fast that you didn't even see it coming. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And some of you, it's a burst of energy. It could be an idea, a way to forge ahead, to carve out your path, because maybe some of you have been at a standstill on what to do or how to go about whatever that is that you are working towards. But it will come to you this month. And some of you that hasn't had the energy, the 8 of Wands gives more energy, and it's all going in the same direction too. So you have increased energy, along with what I said about the King of Wands here. Very courageous and energetic and strong and ready to conquer the task at hand. You had the energy this month to do that. So maybe in the past, maybe this past last, January, December, you didn't have the energy, but you're going to have the energy now, or increased energy to do even more. Okay, Six of Pentacles. You're a rare breed. I just got those exact words. You are a rare breed, like this white buffalo. There's the white buffalo right there. You go about your life, you go about life in general very you're original. You are an original soul, and that's rare, Gemini. That's rare, and that's very beautiful. So you just keep doing what you're doing, and what you have to share is important. Six of Swords. So we have two sixes. So this is a sign of synchronicity. You see sixes this month. That's your cue to forge ahead with whatever idea, whatever you were thinking about, however you were feeling, was important. So you see those sixes. Pay attention to what you were thinking, what you were feeling, what was going on, because that's important for you to. There is an importance there. I'm going to keep this over here. Those two numbers. And yeah, it's where you're headed, that it is calmer. It's going to be calmer if it isn't yet. Calmer waters, more peaceful. And in fact, I always love these two whales. You're not going alone. You're not going to be alone. You have a peaceful partner, a peaceful friend. Someone is with you. Emperor. Yeah, very balanced, very much in control. And see, to me, the Emperor is the combination of the Princess of Pentacles, what I was explaining in the beginning of the reading, and the King of Wands, to me, for your energy right now. So, which is, you have a lot of self-control. You are consciously aware of your emotions, your emotional, spiritual, mental, your thoughts, your physical presence and those around you. You're very aware of others' emotional, storms. How others are feeling around you. You're very consciously aware of that as well. You can distinguish the difference between you and others. And therefore, you, the Emperor, stays very strong and sturdy and calm, self-assured, very peaceful, yet you don't have a problem with speaking out, speaking your mind, expressing your emotions when it calls for. You're very balanced. And if you're not feeling this way right now, you are going to be feeling this way. You are going to be in that space, because you are moving to calmer waters. And this could be something that's happening really fast that you didn't see coming. And it could have everything to do with what you've been desiring. And maybe you've been working on shadow work again. You've been working on your subconscious, those programs, and you have a breakthrough. So I would definitely not be surprised about that. And that, because it's very freeing. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, the star. Number 17. You could have Aquarius in your chart. You don't have to, but this is the Aquarius card. Yeah, but what I'm just seeing, again, whether you're male or female, you are just entering into a new phase of your life where who you are has transformed or transforming. And you do, because I was drawn to her toe being put in the water and making a ripple effect. You do absolutely. Your presence has an effect on others. Absolutely. And so, like the Emperor, and this is what you're working on, no doubt, for you to be that Emperor so that because the Emperor does know that he does make an impression on who he's around. He knows this consciously, and so he's very, very aware of what he puts out, his energy, and what's going on internally, because he knows that what is going on internally within himself, that is what he's putting out there into the world. And so the Emperor puts the very best, most positive part, balanced part of himself. Of course, we're not perfect. No one is. But that is what you're striving for, and that is what you will accomplish. And I believe you're going to see this, you as the Emperor, begin to come out this month. And others will see that too, Gemini. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get, let me see here. Okay, 22 is another. I just looked at the clock and it was 22. So that's another, that is a sign or synchronicity. So you have 22 and 66 so far. Actually, you have 666 because 1 plus 5 equals 6. So you have 3 6s. And that is a positive number. Absolutely. So any of you that believed that it was negative because of what we were taught, that was me at one time, it's not true. Okay, so let's see what else for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nose of the moon. I'm also just seeing you have 88 as well. So 88, 66, 666, and 88. Because 1 plus 7 also makes an 8. And then you have the 8 of Wands. Okay. Wasp. Yeah, this is why it's also going to be very important. And this might not be for all of you, and maybe all of you at one time have dealt with this. So for you to stand in your Emperor power, because you could be antagonized by another or triggered somehow, and you could have some anger come up. This is the Wasp. Anger, retaliation, jealousy. It's number 21. So, and I'm just getting that could be, someone specifically could be trying to call you out and get you to act out of character. They don't have to, though. It could just generally be part of your personal lesson and what you've been working on with your inner self is to stay calm and balanced no matter what. So you don't, because of the fact, again, like I was saying, that you know that you affect others around you. And so because you know that, that is takes extra control and extra wisdom and strength to not express anger on another, not get jealous or retaliate because of what somebody else has done, no matter what the circumstance. That can absolutely be much more difficult and take much more control. And that's what you're mastering or have mastered, Gemini. That's very good. Good for you. Good for you. Because that is not easy. It's not easy. Because actually I'm being called to say, just talk a moment about anger, rage, those emotions that come up in all of us. We've all experienced that. I definitely have experienced killing rage even. So because my South Node is in Scorpio, so I definitely know this. And this is why I also researched then and found out facts about when we actually get angry and we release that anger, we actually get mad, whether it's in front of somebody, and of course, you know, it's always terrible when we do it on somebody else, but, you know, I've done that too. But what actually happens, it can be addictive. To me, that's the worst addiction because it's unseen. It's worse than a drug addiction, or at least just as bad. No, I think it's worse because nobody talks about this type and of addiction. And there is an actual chemical that goes through your body when you are addicted and you've released that anger. And if you pay attention to yourself, and you'll know what I'm talking about, and maybe you don't, some of you don't know consciously, but once I say it, you then can, you might then recall, or later on could recall how you're feeling after you release. There's a high. I remember feeling a high, a relief, a high for a time, a little bit of time. And because it's that actual, there's a chemical, a feel-good chemical that rushes through your body, coming from your brain when you release that anger. And it does. It takes much, much, much more control and restraint and knowledge and wisdom, conscious awareness to not do that, to begin to stop yourself from that addiction, to wean yourself from that addiction. It's no different than drug addiction. It's the same process. And it's more common than I ever knew consciously. Now I know. But yes, it's a lot more common than we think, that type of addiction. Okay. But again, I'm seeing that some of you, at least you maybe are aware of that, and you know consciously that you've been working on that. And so that's tremendous. That's absolutely awesome, because it's difficult. It is, and it takes time, and it's a step-by-step process. I had also to go through that step-by-step process. So I know factually, and not just factually, but experientially, what that feels like and how difficult it is. But I also know now what it feels like to be at peace and not ever be in that space anymore. And it's, you have a lot more not just peace, but self-worth, control. You just have no reason to go there. Anyway, okay, death. Yes, and some of you, okay, you've put to death that. And that's awesome. Or you are putting to death that. And if it's not that, it's something else. It's another blockage, another shadow. And that's awesome. And that's number 46, that one. Breaks down into a 10. And again, yes, you've completed, or you're right at the end of that completion. Yeah, and I'm just getting with this putting to death, then now you're just able to be at peace with your emotions and your feelings. And you're not having to worry about what might come out or any triggers, because you've worked through that. And that's how we can tell when we've completely worked through and freed ourselves from a blockage, is when you don't get triggered anymore, where you used to get triggered. Yes, you're the swan. Look at that. Transformation. Trusting the psychic gifts you have. Okay, Gemini, that's another thing. So maybe somebody needed to hear that. Trust your intuitive psychic gifts or gift that you have. And maybe for some of you, it's just really showing itself this month. Or maybe you're going to start trusting it this month. Or you've just recently started trusting it. Okay, anything else for Gemini that they need to know? That's number 12. Breaks down into a 3. Okay. The bee. Aw. Luck. Sweet victory. Yes. What I was saying, that's the 9 of Pentacles. Yep. So something is coming in rather fast for you. A victory, some type of luck. Yep. And again, industriousness. The word industriousness is on this card, and it reminds me of you being able to have the energy to take action, to stand up and take action and be courageous and strong and bold this month, no matter what, to get the job done, whatever that specific job is for you. And even to get your, I'm also seeing that some of you are determined, and you have that courage now and that strength and even the wisdom to get your point across, to be able to speak and let others know or another know openly and honestly how you feel. What you desire. And you're not afraid to put in the work. I just got to. And again, that's showing because here, the Emperor is not afraid to put in the work. And it proves when you're standing in the Emperor energy, which this is you, or it's going to be you soon, you have put in the work. And you weren't afraid to put in the work. And the bee is just coming out there again and saying, yes, they put in the work. And that's why you're also receiving. You're getting something lucky. You're going to castle in the sky. You're getting to your destination. You're making progress, absolutely. And you will be able to see that physically. Progress is being made. Maybe because some of you haven't seen the progress. Well, this month, it's going to be shown to you. I just got. Okay. Oh, and I didn't say, okay, the name of this deck is The Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. Okay. Okay. So, Gemini, that is all I have for you. And I hope this has helped. And I want to thank you so much for allowing me to do this February 2025 reading for you. Until next time, bye.